Hey, it's Michelle Wright with News You Can Use. I am here on location at the Travel and Adventure Show here in Atlanta. I am with John Golicz.
Yep.
Did I pronounce that
You
right?
did.
Okay, good deal. And John, you are the CEO of this travel show.
That's right.
So tell me a little bit about the show itself and why you brought it to Atlanta.
It's our 20th year, believe it or not. So we're excited about that. We've done about 120 shows here in our lifetime.
Yeah.
And we started Atlanta about three years ago, I think it was. Right before COVID hit was our first year. Smashing success.
Right.
Took a little break, obviously, was the industry shut down, came back, and it's our third year after COVID, and it's doing great.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. After COVID, there's been a travel rebound.
Right.
Have you seen that?
Absolutely.
With the exhibitors here and the people that are coming here?
And I'll tell you what the difference is now. We all lost travel for a couple of years, right? And we realized how much it meant to us. We took it for granted before. We don't anymore.
Right.
So now we want to use our time wisely, right, and travel around the world and get experiences we know aren't always going to be there.
Yeah.
So people are taking bigger trips, we find. They're more curious about the world now, and they get that information at the show. Because we have hundreds of exhibitors here with over 1,000 people from around the world, around the United States, that come in here just to talk to people from Atlanta about where they can go. And what's better than that? You can talk to someone who's going to answer your questions about what's there, where to go, how to get off the beaten trail, right? And they either live there or they take you there.
Right. Which is really cool because I've been walking around. So saw somebody from Turkey, which and I love Turkey. I've been
Istanbul,
there. Yes. So lovely. And then the Caribbean, Florida, there are a lot of places that are represented.
Right. You can take a safari and Cape Town tour in South Africa from a vendor here. You can go to Italy, right, with a great group of people here. Or you may just want to go somewhere in the Southeast here for a day trip, and they're here en masse as well. So a little of everything, right? But I always tell people, why do you go to a travel show? When they ask me that, I go, because you ever seen a bad picture online of where you're going to go?
Right.
Not till you get there.
Right, exactly.
So you get it from the horse's mouth here.
Yes, yes. And that was going to be my next question. What kind of inspired you to start just doing travel shows and taking the travel shows on the road?
Sure. Well, I was in trade shows before this. And I sold the company with a lot of trade shows, and I took a little time off, and then I said, hey, what are we going to do? We started another trade show company. And I was getting into it again, a lot of B2B, corporate, boring stuff, and I was kind of burned out. And I said, my wife and I love to travel, and we couldn't find a travel show. So I said, let's start with it. And we started one in New York, had 26,000 people show up. We said, hey, this works.
We got something here.
We got something here. And it took many years to kind of refine it into the right model it is now, and really find out, like when we first started, it was an pure adventure travel show.
Okay.
We quickly found out adventure travelers are 26-year-olds living their van, spend no money.
Yeah.
And no one really wanted to market to them. So then as we got into leisure travel and more general travel, it's kind of where it came out to where it is today. So now you get cruise lines, right? Vikings here in a big way. They actually book multi-millions of dollars worth of cruise at each show.
Wow.
So people come in here with their credit cards. And I know just, I think a couple weeks ago in Chicago, first booking of the day was a $260,000 world cruise. A couple came in, put their credit card down, bought it, and off they went.
And they were ready to go.
They're ready to go. I think they were leaving very shortly, as a matter of fact. So you get that, and you got other people who are buying trips for a year out, or just rearranging their bucket list.
To be able to do that.
Right.
What is the one thing that you would want somebody to know about as far as if they're interested in coming to a travel and adventure show? Because you've got some, I mean, it's not just here in Atlanta. You guys are going
all over the country.
Around the
right.
country.
This is show number 7, right? So we're in San Francisco next, Bay Area next week, and then Dallas is our last one of the year.
Okay.
So you just go to travelshows.com. It's got it all listed there. And take your time and look at wherever you decide to go, who's speaking. So we have 3 stages here, right? One is the main travel theater where our celebrities speak. So Andrew McCarthy from Everyone's Heartthrob from the 80s was here yesterday, right? Almost as handsome as me.
Almost, not quite.
He had a full packed house, right? And it wasn't just because of fans. He's got a great inspirational message about how to travel and find your inner self. Peter Greenberg, CBS, is more hard-hitting, news-oriented, right?
Yep.
And then we have, like the last guy yesterday was Scott Meyerowitz, all about travel hacks, right?
Yes.
How not to buy a plane ticket, how you can, how to use your points, why you shouldn't use these credit cards and use these. So a lot of good practical information. People are taking notes, right? And you want to find that out. We have a savvy travel theater with great experts about how to travel better, faster, safer. So packing tips, security tips, right? Lots of niche travel conversations there. Solo travel is a big topic also, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny because we have a solo speaker here that's fantastic about solo travel. And the audience always full of people sitting one seat apart from each other. And then we have our destination theater, which is just that half-hour sessions on by a destination. Will give you if you want to go to Africa, if you want to go to Alabama, for example, or Alaska, right? They're all there talking about their trips.
Awesome. John, anything else you'd like to add I didn't ask you about?
No, it's really, if you're a traveler, this is your show. It's an enthusiast show, right? We get people who just love to travel coming here, and that's what it's all about. So that's what we ask you to do. If you love to travel, come here. You're going to find, I guarantee you'll leave with a different bucket list than you came in.
Definitely.
So
Awesome.
I have one question for you. Where are you going next?
Oh, right next is Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Oh, nice.
So, but on the bucket list, I spied Bonaire that I've never been to, and St. Croix, somewhere U.S. Virgin Islands.
So you're into the Caribbean now, I see.
Love the Caribbean. Yes, exactly. Especially in the wintertime.
I've got my family going to South Africa actually in June, so we're excited for that too.
Yes, last year I went to Egypt, so that was like a big, so that was amazing.
I haven't been there yet.
It's amazing. You got to go. You got to go.
See, we're re-enjoying a bucket list.
Exactly. There we go. I love it. John, thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Yes. Michelle Wright, News You Can Use, right here at the Travel and Adventure Show in Atlanta. Have a great day. Awesome. Now,
that was fun.
Yeah,